Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Outside, Green. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Minneapolis. And so here's Minneapolis. And coming off a major injury, Chet Holmgren was unbelievable in his first full season, Brent.
Doesn't it feel like, B.A., he poured the concrete and a solid foundation for what his career is going to be all about? I mean, a terrific big with skill, size, toughness, and the sky is the limit for this guy.
Pass to Adams. And it's all from three-point range. Here's Sigma. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires the three. Drains the triple.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
Pass to Adams. And here's Holmgren. Here's Drexler. Deflected. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. The three from Holmgren. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
And both free throws good for Green.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Drexler. Now here's Adams. Three-pointer. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
To the left side wing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Wide open. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Stay out of the way!
Wow!
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible!
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Here's Green. Misses in close.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Pass to Sigma. Now Green. Launches a 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now a timeout called by Minneapolis. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Holmgren. Adams with the ball. It's 2-on-1. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Outside for Green. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Give him 8.
And it's SGA showing he can play without the ball.
Pass to Adams. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Hibbert. And here is Green. Sends it home from three-point land.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Takes a 3. Sigma's shot is good.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And so here's Minneapolis. A 12-point game. And it's blocked. To the middle. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Let's hear it for all the dancers.
Here's Drexler. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Drexler. The three. Sigma with a rebound. On the wing, Green. Misses the three.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Robertson. From outside, off the mark.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Green for three. Rebounded by Minneapolis. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pulls up for three. Gets the three to fall. Sigma's got 8.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
Here's Hibbert. Still no points.
Awaiting.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. That's on Steven Adams.
Well, that was clearly a
The
foul.
line.
It's both from the stripe. Here's Bibby. Here's Drexler. Down low. Here's Adams.
Steven
Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Clyde Drexler.
He's got 5.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
Outside for Green. To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Here's Drexler. The rebound by Hibbert. Left side, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
What hops from Green, going up high and taking it right to the hoop.
Here's Bibby. Off target with the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. Sigma's shot is good.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Green. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three-pointer goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Green.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Pass to Drexler. It's blocked. Right side, Green. Pure from three-point range. 9 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running play.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And so here's Minneapolis. Right side, Mitchell. Here's Drexler. That three's off the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Green for three. Rebounded by Minneapolis.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
3 points.
And that's what they want to do, get him open looks early.
Pass to Robertson. Here's Drexler. Takes the three. Oh, it's blocked by Green. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Sinks it from distance.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Pass to Sigma. Now Green. 6 to shoot. Here's Sigma. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits a three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
Back to Holmgren. Here's Drexler. Oh, he buries the 20-footer.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Here's Green. Pass to Hibbert. Here's Sigma. And the three off target. And Adams, here we go. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Plays with lots of energy and aggression. Good luck stopping Adams when he goes to throw it down.
Green for three. Hits the trifecta.
Their guards have carried the offensive load. With the way they've performed, they've got the green light to shoot whenever there's an opening.
Now a timeout called by Minneapolis. And so here's Minneapolis. On the wing, Mitchell. Knocks down the triple. He has 6.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
Here's Sigma. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Sigma. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here they come. Robertson can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Sigma. Outside for Green. Knocks it down from distance. Green's got 6.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Outside for Green. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Oh, what a play! Just palms the block. Out to the right wing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The three is up. Outside for Green. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the three. And here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. It's tipped.
Trying to attack Roy Hibbert-Land. His timing impeccable.
On the wing, Green. Pure from three-point range.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Adams a screen. They grab their own miss. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. From beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 9.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Now a timeout called by Minneapolis.
Squad, make some noise.
Minneapolis with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Down low. Adams.
Away team foul.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
And so he hits both.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Pass to Sigma. Outside, Green. Here's Sigma. Back to Green. Outside for Green. Lets a three fly. Drops in the 3.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Here's Adams. Tipped. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Pass to Drexler. The 3. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. Here's Green.
Energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Adams. 6 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Right through the D for the layup. Adams got 8.
Well, Adams is as crafty as he is big. When he's right under the rim, good coverage just doesn't cut it.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Here's Drexler. Screen by Holmgren. He shoots it. And it's Drexler missing. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's picked up by Adams. Here's Sigma. Crafty move. And it's good on the layup.
At nearly 7 feet tall with good footwork and ball skills, Sigma inside is not easy to stop, even when you give him a little bump and some contact.
Now here's Green. He's got 12. And Green, good for 3. Give him 8 points now.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
And look at Adams keeping his composure. He doubles down on his inside shot and wins a trip to the charity stripe.
And Minneapolis making a change here. And Adams drops them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Hibbert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Brand. Minneapolis with another miss.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
To the paint. Hibbert.
Roy Hibbert.
And that comes off the assist by Green.
Solid move that time by Hibbert. This is the area where he's most comfortable.
Suggs outside. Ooh, poked away. Shot clock at 6. And so here's Minneapolis, trailing by 13. Outside, Green. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he's got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
43 seconds left in the first. Green with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Sigma. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Counted from distance.
And you can already tell Holmgren has an edge to his game. Gets the 3 right back. That's the competitive streak you need as a young player.
And it's Green missing. The 3 from Suggs. And again, it's Minneapolis with a 3. The visitors with the ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard.
Minneapolis.
The Rockets,
31.
they're up by 10.
The visiting team.
And back to the start of
41.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Screen by Holmgren. The 3 from Suggs. And Klingon pulls it down. Halliburton right side. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And stolen by Suggs. Pass to Holmgren. Shoots over Klingon. Knocks it loose. Smith with it. Now guarded by Suggs. Back to Smith. Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, Joe Johnson, solid from behind the arc. Love when he's shooting it from there.
Fast break. Here we go. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by Minneapolis. Suggs left side. And it's off from 3-point range.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Minneapolis foul call.
And Minneapolis making a change here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for Minneapolis.
Puts it up off the inbound. Pass to Turner.
Andre Roberson.
Here's Klingon. This one for 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now a timeout called by Minneapolis. Minneapolis making a change here.
Minneapolis Kansas.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Drexler. Soft touch off the glass. Drexler's got 6.
Well, Drexler's so smooth, makes it look effortless, but he does have to get tricky inside to beat that contact.
Here's Robertson. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
For 3, Klingon. Rebounded by Minneapolis. Pass to Drexler. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Johnson. Going inside. Halliburton with the ball. And here's Turner from the arc. The shot, no good. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson. And so here's Minneapolis. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Here's Robertson. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And here's Turner from the arc. Adams grabs the miss. And so here's Minneapolis. 11-point game. Right side Mitchell. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Here's Robertson. Minneapolis with another miss. To the middle. Outside for Halliburton. Back to Johnson. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
In the mid-range, Johnson is reliable and consistent. He knows these angles so well.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
Here's Halliburton. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Turner. From the arc. Smith no good.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
From about 16. And it's Adams missing. Down low. Halliburton outside. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Smith outside. Oh, nice shot by Klingon. Klingon's got 5 points.
At 7'2", Donovan Klingon is a mountain of a man.
Here's Drexler. 6 points for him. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Turner. Smith left side. The kick out to Johnson from 20 feet. And he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. The three from Mitchell. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
To the wing on the left. Has to Klingon. And he dunks it down.
And at his size, Klingon is always an above-the-rim threat.
And here's Holmgren. Back to Mitchell. Inside. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Klingon.
Minneapolis ball. Substitution for Minneapolis.
On defense, the visiting team.
42.
Screen by Holmgren. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Brand. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. The rebound by Turner. Now Halliburton. Yet to see a basket. Turner, no good. Back to Holmgren. And rejected.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block. And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And so he makes both from the line. Halliburton with the ball. Johnson for 3. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
Such an integral part to Halliburton's game. He's one of the best passers in the league.
Launches a 3. Oh, Mitchell with a triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Halliburton's shot is good.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Right wing. Here's Drexler. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Drexler's got 5 points in the quarter.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first half. Here's the pick. Here's Drexler. Misses the jumper. Pass to Turner. Here's Klingon. Smith outside. Halliburton up top. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Brand. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
A minute 29 left in the second.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
The ball goes to the away team.
1:24 left in the first half. Pass to Turner. Halliburton surveys the floor. Off the mark there with a 3. Minneapolis with the ball. Trailing by 13. Minneapolis with another miss.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Got a piece of it. And here comes the break. Here's Drexler. Outside Mitchell. The 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Outside Johnson. And here's the fast break. Up ahead. Misses the slam off the fast break.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Miles.
And the 3-pointer goes.
Man, love how Turner reads the defense, sensing and seeing separation as the pass is coming his way. Man, calmly pulling up for the shot. Nice.
It's his first trip to the line, and the first one at the line is good.
Minneapolis, Clyde Drexler. 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of this game. To the right side, and here's Turner from the arc. Rebounded by Minneapolis. And so that brings the first half to a close.
With the score.
The Rockets, they lead by 14. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now here's Halliburton. Lets it go from deep. Drexler grabs the board. Minneapolis with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Clark, we hear a lot of talk about Halliburton's Supreme Court vision. Just how good is it?
I think it's phenomenal, B.A. To be the facilitator that he is, you've got to have an understanding of what you're trying to run, but also a feel for how to get people shots and to adjust on the fly to what the defense is providing. And it's feel as much as it is skill, feeling where defenders are, feeling where your teammates are or might be. And that is a gift. And he's honed that in a way that's made him one of the top dime droppers in the league.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And you know, when you have the size and skill of a guy like Chet Holmgren, you're going to draw fouls.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Turner. For 3, Smith. Gets the 3 to fall. Smith got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Beyond the arc. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Drexler's got 14 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
The kick out to Johnson. He drops it from range. 11 points in the game.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Adams. Here's Drexler. Covered by Smith. From outside the arc. Smith with the rebound. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Minneapolis.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Halliburton for 3. Sinks the tray.
Almost like he was sneaking out to the corner. Halliburton is not someone you can lose.
Now a timeout called by Minneapolis. Here's Drexler. 14 points for him. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Halliburton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Mitchell. And Clark, a big part of Tyrese Halliburton's effectiveness. He is tall for a point guard.
Yeah, and you see that across the league, Brian. More and more teams making sure they get size on the perimeter. I mean, they're looking for length in the backcourt, and if you can find it in your point guard, that's even better. And Tyrese Halliburton, a poster guard for long, elite-level point guards. Sweet dime that time from Halliburton. This combo guard has really impressive floor awareness, folks.
And that one's good. Mitchell. And here's Halliburton. Give him 8 points now. Smith outside. Johnson on the wing. Fires it. Misses off the left iron. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
Joe Johnson.
Johnson with a bucket.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
From deep, Mitchell drills it from deep. Mitchell's got 14 points.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own.
Now Halliburton. Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
From deep, Mitchell. And again, it's Minneapolis with a 3. Here's Halliburton. Pass to Smith. Outside Johnson. Now here's Turner. From behind the arc. Nails it from 3. 10 points for him.
Really like it when Turner squares up from outside because he's got a sweet stroke, and because of his size, hard for defenders to get to the shot, and it also stretches the floor, which is good for his team.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Halliburton. Give him 8. Out to the right wing. For 3, Klingon. Mitchell grabs a miss. Here's Robertson. Give him 8. Fires from deep. Mitchell can't get that one to fall.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
For 3, Smith. Rebounded by Minneapolis.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
From the corner. And it's Drexler missing. Pass to Johnson. Pulls it from the corner.
Joe Johnson.
And he nails the jumper. Johnson's got 8 here in this quarter. Outside Mitchell. Halliburton with the steal. Johnson inside. Turner for 3. Knocks down the long J. Turner's got 13.
Boy, beautiful looking jump shot by Turner. He isn't shy about rising up from there.
From deep, Holmgren fires in the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Miles Turner.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, so dominant once he catches fire. Got to respect Turner's ability to score the ball in a lot of ways.
Pass to Drexler. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He's got 18. Oh, it's stolen. A good look from Holmgren. And Klingon pulls it down.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Pass to Turner. And stolen by Holmgren. The 3 is up. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
Mike Bibby.
To the left wing. From deep, Holmgren drains the triple. Holmgren's got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
It's intercepted. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Miles Turner.
He buries it from three.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
Pass to Adams. Holmgren with it.
2 minutes
Here's Bibby.
in the third. 2 minutes.
Out to the wing. Here's Drexler. Deflected.
Ball is turned.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Klingon.
Elton Brand.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter. Tries again. Can't get it to drop. Smith left side. The kick out to Johnson. Halliburton for three. Rebounded by Minneapolis.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Williams on the wing. Back to Holmgren. To the inside. The jump hook. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. And Minneapolis making a change here. Just 3 to shoot. It's deflected. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That's a 24-second violation. Away team ball.
1:07 left in the third. Here's Halliburton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Mitchell. Third person.
That one on Mitchell.
Third team.
And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
You love the seemingly endless energy that Halliburton gives his team. Always pushing himself to deliver his best effort on every play, every day.
For the away team.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Miles Turner.
Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the three. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
A nice shot by Smith.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Will it go? Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game. Due to the bonus, we will head to the line for two.
At the line.
This will be his third trip to the free throw line. First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Halliburton. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers. I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
I love it. Nice activity defensively. Getting in there to disrupt the pass.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Holmgren. To the middle. Can't hit from in close. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Rockets delivering the blowout. After a quick break, we're
104.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Bibby. Pass to Nader. Here's Brand. And there's a pick. Here's Robertson. On target from range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Steps back and shoots. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hibbert. Here's the three. Connects from downtown.
Well, he's got decent hands. Actually, his hands are pretty soft. Excellent touch on the shot. Nice job by Hibbert in the catch and shoot there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but it certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Buries it from three.
A 6'6" playmaker, SGA has a great view of the floor.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Drexler. Green covering. From the wing. Misses off the right iron. On the wing, Green. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pass to Green. Fires for three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, Mitchell can get this mid-range look lined up. He's a very skilled shooter.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be foul number 5 on him.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Hibbert, that's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Adams. The rebound by Hibbert. Outside, Green. Here's Sigma. Back to Green. There's the triple. Sigma, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
From deep, Mitchell. That one is off. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Sigma. And the layup is good off the glass.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
Here's Drexler. And here's Adams from the arc. Outside, Green. From deep three-point land. Pass to Sigma. Back to Green. From downtown. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Hibbert. Outside for Green. From deep. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Left side, Green. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And they're on the break. And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution for Minneapolis.
Here's Bibby.
Elton Brand. Mike Bibby.
Here's Robertson. Pass to Adams. Here's Brand. To stop the drought. Minneapolis with another miss.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
Checking in for Minneapolis, Chet Holmgren.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander.
Jalen Suggs.
Takes a three. Book it again.
Shea
7 for
Gilgeous
12
Alexander.
and going at the defense.
I'll tell you, that jumper from Gilgeous Alexander is smooth and under control.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
There's the three. It's hauled in by Brand. On the wing, Suggs. Back to Adams. For three. That shot missing. Outside Gilgeous Alexander. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Adams with the ball. Pass to Suggs. They need this. Sigma with a rebound. Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. Puts the move on. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, third team foul. Substitution for Minneapolis, Andre.
Pass to Sigma. Launches it. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Mitchell. Lots of room. It doesn't go for him. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Fourth team
And that's
foul.
a frustration foul. They've let this game slip away.
Number 10, Mike Bibby.
And here's Gilgeous Alexander. 4-3. Adams grabs the miss. Here's the break. Here's Robertson. Three-pointer, no good. Outside Gilgeous Alexander. No good with the triple. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is definitely not on their side.
Pass to Holmgren. Rebounded by Green. Here's Hibbert. He's covered by Holmgren. Back to Green. Here's Sigma. Puts up a three. And Green, good for three. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Drexler. There's the three. That shot, no good.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Gilgeous Alexander. This one for three. Knocks it down from distance. Gilgeous Alexander's got 23.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Here's Bibby. Minneapolis with another miss. Right side, Gilgeous Alexander. Outside, Green. No good on the triple. From deep, Holmgren. Rebounded by Green. On the wing, Green. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. To get back on track, Drexler, that's good. 21 points in the game.
This is encouraging to see from Drexler, wanting to space the floor more with his outside shooting and doing so there.
Here's Sigma. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so here's Minneapolis. Shot from the wing. That one's good for two.
And great awareness. Holmgren's so good at reading the movement of his teammates. A very heady passer for a big man.
Gilgeous Alexander, no good. Minneapolis with the ball. Three-pointer. And again, it's Minneapolis with a three.
We are seeing a ton of effort from Drexler on offense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Sigma. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Adams grabs the miss. Here's Drexler. Over Green. Misses the jumper from the wing. Elbow shot. And count it.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing